Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm going to go through the Dirt Museum and Hall of Fame here in Weedsport, New York, which is about 15 miles west of Syracuse. And dirt here is referring to dirt track racing, car racing on dirt tracks. And what the museum has is a whole bunch of cars, race cars that were used on dirt track racing. So I'm going to go to the museum and show you the dirt track race cars that they have here. So let's go in and take a look. So everything is in this one big room. And the first car right here, the Triple Crown winner. And it's had several owners, the guy here told me. And I assume these are all custom builds. This one is called the Mighty Mouse or the X car. This one looks like it's based on a 1940 some model. They seem to kind of give them strange names, I think. And this one, Bushy & Sons Welding. Well, I guess that's the sponsor of the car. Sure have a nice spiffy paint jobs. And look at this thing right here. Wow. Looks to me like it's got more metal on it than it really needs. I wonder why they have such big contraptions over the roof, some of them like this. This one's sponsored by a bowling alley. It says show car. I wonder if that's different than a racer. And here is a really long row of cars. I'm just gonna walk slowly past them so you can see them. I'm not really big into racing. I've only been to a few race car tracks in my life. So it's not something that's really big with me. But I do find it interesting the way they have these cars painted. Crescent Hillbilly, this one is. And this one, the last one in the row, it says Ray Hendrick, 700 wins. Wow, that's kind of amazing, I think. Here is a really small one. I hope it doesn't have a Briggs & Stratton engine in it. Maybe it is if it's just a kid's car, I'm not sure. And this looks like the kind of car you use for a top speed record on a straightaway. And this one claims to be a land speed record holder. Doesn't look like the kind of car that would be though. Kind of tall. And this thing looks more like a boat there. It's got an odd shape. I wonder why they built them like that. It says Beaver River. Guess that's the sponsor. And this white one looks kind of plain. And this red one says, well, I guess Phil Chevrolet is the sponsor. It's got several sponsors, I guess. And the next one here, it's got a couple pictures. Oswego Speedway, 1977. And I assume that this thing on top helps with the wind resistance. And this one has some pictures here showing it in action. Hedger Fabrication. They all have sponsors. I guess it's for advertising. I guess, is that the reason why sponsors sponsor these cars? Just to put their name on it for advertising? I guess. Then this little mate right here It has a long story about it on that plaque. They have a lot of decorations on the walls here. Here's a big check a guy won for $25,000. And we got another row, long row of cars here. Good set of tires on here. They look brand new. And this red one, that looks like an old 40s model that it was built from. Here's two more with the big tops like that. And this one says it's a street legal sprint car. Somehow, I don't think the police would see it the same way. No headlights for one thing. Now this museum is right next door to Speedway, a dirt track speedway here in the town of Weedsport. Interesting name for a town, W-E-E-D-S-P-O-R-T. Weedsport, which I don't know what that means. Here's a picture of this one in action. And it looks like it's had a rough day. Huh. This one's sponsored by an auto repair shop. It's called the Raging Bull, I guess is the name of this car. And then here's one that's half black and half pink. What does that mean? With white wall tires and a red painted engine. There's no sponsors, it just says number 4. Then this vehicle here is a pickup truck. I'm guessing mostly for pulling other vehicles out of a ditch somewhere with that contraption. Again, a lot of decorations on the walls here with all sorts of trophies. Now, if this is a race car, it would have to be a midget. And it says here that 2 wins, 2 second places, 1 third, and 3 more wins. So I guess it's got a good engine in it. I don't know where. I mean, it seems like it's not much room in there for an engine. And here we have helmets and all sorts of trophies that people wanted to donate to the museum here. Nice. And then here I got 5 more cars to show you, and that is it. This is kind of unusual. I wonder why it would have this in the back, right behind the driver's seat there. This looks like for carrying something, more like a pickup truck, but it's definitely a racer. I think all of the ones in this row have the boat type tops with these on the sides and then the big back area there. And this next one has quite a variety of sponsors. And again, this big rear, I mean, it looks like they would really want to cut down on as much metal as necessary. But like I said before, I know very little, if anything, about car racing. So I'm not one to really make any accurate guesses, I would think, about things. That info is for this one. Here's another one with a lot of metal on it. Even has a bumper in front and bumpers on the sides. Interesting. Well, folks, this is the last car in the place, and I do think I've shown you all the cars that they have here. Here's some info on that one. Now, the Hall of Fame part of the museum here is on this wall. All of these people have significant connections with dirt car racing, racing on dirt tracks. Very nice plaques with the men and pictures of their cars. all along here, 3 rows deep. That's the Hall of Fame. So if you're really into car racing and you're somewhere near Syracuse, New York, I'm sure you would love to come here. A lot of pictures to look at from 2000, 2001. And they have a list here, 35 years of winners. How about that? Well, folks, I hope you liked the video. If you're anywhere near Syracuse, you might want to come here and check it out. Good day, folks.